Hey, everybody, it's Dr. Jacob Allen Spikes, streaming live from Long Island, New York, where the weather is iffy. 62
Yeah.
rainy.
What's
62,
70 degrees today?
how
That's
could it be
crazy for
62? The calendar says February, doesn't it?
yeah.
Well,
I'm
the
just
calendar says no, 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 but the weather says yes, yes, yes in its eyes.
you should read up on something called HARP technology.
Harp?
HAARP.
So my only solid winner for the day was Innovis, up about $1.
And
Really?
we thought that that's gonna go down, right?
We thought it, well, it still may have further weakness. If it jumped from 17 to 18.
The volume is anemic anyway. There's nothing,
You know, it's unclear, it's unresolved.
right?
Andrew got stopped out of Tesla. Oh my goodness.
Really?
What was there? Recall bullshit?
Yeah, there was a recall today.
Really?
Yeah.
See, I gotta watch the news instead of working.
What does a recall mean with them? They give you a software download?
Well, a recall is very costly to any car company.
Unless
Sure.
it's hardware.
Right, if it's software based, it's not a big deal. Just gotta
Yeah.
download.
Oh, I know the feeling, Tim.
Some people are thinking, "Oh, it's working out well." Thank you, Tim.
I know the feeling. You see what Tim is saying?
Divorce is way too expensive, is right.
Yeah.
I didn't get that. Could you try again?
It's
quiet.
Yeah, shut the hell up. Stop listening to me.
It's bad enough my wife nags me. Alexa also nags me.
Right, hanging on every word. Oh, it's just a recall on the full self-driving software. Well, what does that mean? I mean, wasn't that just an add-on anyway? How many Teslas do you expect to run full self-driving mode?
Tim is asking very difficult questions.
He is. Well, he's asking about my recovery. That one's not so hard.
Well, I don't know about the UFOs. I'll look at the chart and I'll let you know.
What are the fundamentals on the UFO?
Yeah, we'll look at the technicals.
The technicals, right?
Is a UFO a symbol?
UFO, it's going to be that shape.
Yeah.
It's life, Jim, but not as we know it.
Well, finally, there will be intelligence coming into Earth. There will be intelligent life on Earth.
Right, situ. In situ.
Professor Spike, your knee is better?
No, my knee's not better. It takes months, but I'm able to walk. I'm able to drive.
That's good.
Sleeping is tough.
When you pay $15,000 for FSD and it doesn't work, it's upsetting, I guess.
Well, when there is a recall like this, it's usually significant.
Yeah,
but I mean, like I said, why would they even be full self-driving in the first place that they have to recall it? Have they killed enough fake children?
They make $15,000 extra per car.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Hyliion is still like 0, and LiDAR is still 0.
Cabinet guy wants to know, can I chart hot air blooms?
Yeah.
Give me the symbol, I'll chart it.
You could chart their glide path.
What's the symbol for that? HAB?
HOT. HAB, maybe.
I read a bunch of jokes about those hot air balloon thing.
If they're UFOs, maybe that's good. Maybe they know the cure for Parkinson's.
Somebody said they shut down my daughter's kite. And one guy was like, I've been following this thing on my windshield, and it was a bird dropping, for miles.
That's funny. Right, little red spot. That's funny.
We might as well joke about it.
Well, I mean, Biden had to actually explain himself to the country today about this.
Yeah, about the benign UFOs.
Right.
Those were kites.
Exactly. But somebody was saying they were like, some mylar balloon from a.
What do you think brought the market down? The UFOs or the fear of the debt ceiling or default? Defaulting
Right.
on.
See,
The-
it's often
You
every time there is a 3-day weekend, people bail out.
I don't know what brought it down.
Now, what do you think it is? So, are we having a Kamal Friday tomorrow?
Well, today's the Friday.
No.
Yeah, because this weekend, I think it's President's Day weekend, and
Right.
sometimes when you have a long weekend, people just bail out.
Take a look at some charts.
Well, so the
Got nothing better to do.
bearish talk is still happening out there in terms of all right, well, we're going to have a recession. It's not going to be a soft landing. The Fed's going to have to keep rates. They may have to go to 5.5% after all. So,
Who said 7% terminal rate? Was it Bullard?
somebody said that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Somebody else said 6%.
Somebody's living in the early 80s.
I don't know who said it. Why am I starting with Bitcoin? All right, I'll start with Bitcoin.
Let's start with
Wow.
Bitcoin. All right.
What kind of lines have I got all over the place with this one? This can't be right. I didn't draw these lines.
There you go.
Bitcoin was up to 25,000 or close to it, wasn't it, earlier in the day? Oh, I was actually in the green on all my Bitcoin investments. I'm very close to even on Bitcoin or anything
Wow.
related to Bitcoin. And I went into green territory earlier in the day, but it didn't finish that well. And MicroStrategy gave up 300. It was over 300. And Mara was over $8. Everything was flying, but it came back down, along with the spiders. But the series of lower highs has been broken. So, and it has this support cushion right down here. It's looking still pretty strong. Maybe Bitcoin is the way to go. Screw the market. Just buy Bitcoin. Pretty solid. I mean, I don't know how solid, but support at 21,414.
Well, that line's got a lot of hits.
I mean, that's a ways down. 3,000 points is strong support, but $3,000. But, hey, 1/8, right? 12% drop. It could easily happen in a blink. In other words, this big green candle from yesterday could easily be reversed. And then you're at support. It's fragile. The gains in Bitcoin are fragile. I kind of think we'll see the 21,000 area again before we make that ultimate push to like 29,000 and then worry about it later. Here's where I think we're going to go on the positive end. Right about these highs here. I'll draw it in. Right about 32,000, and yeah, maybe as high as 32,000. I think certainly that would be the target, 32,000, and the downside 21.4, something like that. We're certainly closer to the downside, I think. what number is this? This is about where we tested this number today. I can't see exactly. We're either at or tested that number. Where the highs of what month is that? The highs of August in Bitcoin. They were about 25,000. We tested it. So we got to break, first of all, we got to break 25,000 with a close above 25,000. I think we're going to go as high as 30,000, around that level, before we get another correction. So 20 break of 25, I think we see 30 on Bitcoin, maybe 32. Maybe the highs of the highs of 530, 32,249. May 22. That's not that long ago. It was at 32.5. Pretty hard to believe. It's been all over the place. From 32.5, it dropped to 16, right? So it got cut in half, and now it's up 50% from the lows. Quite a lot of movement on Bitcoin. Bitcoin, you don't need Atlantic City. All you need to do is play Bitcoin. Right from your home, you could play Bitcoin. Every day you get these 10% swings. Not every day, but often. Bitcoin's the way to go for the gamblers. And if you like Bitcoin, you're going to like MicroStrategy. But before we do that, let's look at the spiders. SPY. What's the story on the spiders? Why do my lines keep getting erased? The lines I want to keep get erased, and the lines I don't care, that I didn't put in, pop up. My computer does strange things.
No, we broke the channel, definitely.
Not if I draw it. I don't break channels. Look, you have 1, 2, 3, 4 hits, 5 hits if you count today. 4 or 5 hits of the bottom of the channel. You got to draw it. You could draw it pessimistically or optimistically.
Okay, I see your point now.
So I'm more the optimist.
Okay.
The way I do this is not really wrong. Let's say it has an optimistic flavor to it. But you could draw it this way, and I did. I think we're at support on the spiders. Does that mean it can't go through it? Of course not. It could go through. It could come down to the 50. The 50 is at what is the 50 at? 396. Why not? It's certainly possible. Or the 200 at 393. Possible. But I prefer to think that we've tested the bottom end of the channel and we're going to move back up.
I like that.
Because there was no real reason for this move up today. The jobs number, nah. Market don't care. The retail sales number from yesterday was strong. I don't think the market cares. The PPI was strong. Maybe the market cares about that.
Cared about the PPI, and there was something on housing that was office utilization.
Office utilization, okay.
Yeah, that was a little disappointing.
Yeah, people aren't coming back to the office. Period. They're working from home. It's a new paradigm, whatever you want to call it.
Right.
A lot of people work from home. Mayor Adams is having a tough time convincing city workers to come back to work. He wants 5 days in the office, but Nobody wants to do that.
No.
That's the mayor of New York City, for those of you that don't know.
He lives in Jersey. All right, so you have this graveyard. Is that what's called a graveyard doji for the last?
Yes, that's a good name for it.
And so you're
It's
hitting
not a
that.
good sign. I grant you that. It's not a good sign. It's a terrible candle. About as bad a candle as you can get, especially when you have a long wick, which it seems to have. It was a disastrous day. I was up a lot of money. I lost a lot of money by the time it closed. So I know from my own account, it was just a disastrous day. And if we get followed through, the first support level would probably be the low from 210. You want me to draw that in? I'll draw that in. That would be the first area that I would expect some support. This low right in here at 404.53.
Uh-huh.
The way I drew the old channel, I believe there was a touch on 404 on this candle. I drew it less optimistically, the last show. And based on the line from the last show, I think we would be below the channel, or very close. I'm not sure, but probably. You know, it depends how you draw the line. Cheat a little bit, take a little liberty here or there.
Right.
So what I did today, I don't know if anybody cares, but I sold half my diamonds and bought, made two piles, bought more Qs and more IWM. I didn't
So
buy.
that means you're going to actually see you're expecting a bifurcation in the market between the blue
Well,
chips
if
and
you look at year to date, the Dow is up about 1%. Year to date, the Qs are still, even with today's disaster, the Qs are still up over 13%. And the IWM is up 9%. And the spiders are up 7 or so. So I want to be in the I want to be where the action is. The action hasn't been in the Dow, so
Gotcha.
it was a safer place to be last year, though. The Dow. I think it was the best performing index of all the lousy indices last year. What XBI? I wanted to look at XBI. Does it pay to buy the individual bios, or does it pay to buy XBI? Let's look at year to date on this one. So it went from
who would even know? Who would even know which individuals to go into?
Yeah, but
you have individual stocks that we never even recognized making really big gains.
My point is, year to date, this is a very small move from $81 the low to today's close at 84.77. Very small pop, about not even $4, not even 5%, 4%. And there's so many bios that if you picked right, they're doing way better than 4%. Like DermTech is up 170%,
right?
For example. So I'd rather pick and choose and buy this index. You could say the same thing about the spiders. In my portfolio, the spiders separate those positions of mine above that outperform the spiders year to date is about twice as many as underperformed. So I'd rather be a stock picker than just go blindly in the indices. Except the Qs are behaving better. So the Qs and IWM, there's another story. Maybe it doesn't pay to be smart; it just pays to buy the Qs. That I could see. What else did I put up? I guess IWM and Qs. Let's take a look at the Qs.
Put the
Year to
Qs,
date on the
miners, and
Qs
Bitcoin.
is a big difference, right? Big
Yes.
difference. Very nice chart. Today's finish was ugly for the Qs, but not as ugly as it was for the spiders, even though percentage-wise it was a worse day. But the candle is not quite, it's all dreadful, but not quite as dreadful. I like this pattern here, this V-shaped pattern. It implies to me that we're going to move higher. I don't like today's candle. That begs, that belies my thesis of moving higher. But I do like this V-shape. I always like V-shape anything.
Is that a cup and
Anything
handle?
And we closed the gap. I like the fact that we closed the gap with this bottoming at 210 on February 10. So I'm fairly confident that this will hold. Near term, we may not be in for a big move down. I think near term we have limited downside. On the Qs, probably on the spiders 405, and on the Qs, the bottom of this candle probably 296. So I think downside is limited downside. Take a look at IWM. So looking at these charts, we see that it doesn't pay to be an XBI. You might as well be in Qs or pick your own bio track.
XPI is actually not looking bad at all, is it?
Which one?
Comparatively speaking, this is the best looking one of them all.
Yeah, this looks nice. But actually, year to date, it's not as good as the Qs. Close, but not as good. But it also has that V-shape recovery right here. We put in a very strong
It's not giving
bottom.
that nibble sign.
You see this bottom on 210? It's a very strong bottom. It was a very bad candle the day before, capitulation, if you like, followed by strength and for next 4 days. I would like to totally reverse this red candle though. That I want to see, a complete reversal. Who's calling me? Which
Yeah, which member of the audience?
The car dealer? This is from the car dealer, or
Car dealer.
they call every day. The car warranty, car something.
Oh, the car warranty. You can't get a
Whatever.
car to save your life these days.
They call me
It's
every
worse,
day.
it's worse than half theirs.
They're my best friends, whoever they are. You know what I do now that discourages them? I answer and I just walk away from my phone. It's a dirty trick, but they don't call me after a while because I'm wasting their time. Time is money.
Yep.
Because if you just hang up, they keep calling. That don't work. So you gotta go resort to extraordinary measures. But I do have the algorithm. Just answer the phone and walk away. And
Right.
after a while, they take your name off the list. Can't draw it that way. Can't really draw it this way. I guess I can. This is a nice chart, but no matter how you draw the lines. More recently,
Yeah, if you go from
this
there,
low.
it'd be parallel too. Well, actually, it's
There
even
we
better.
go. This
Right.
is a more realistic trend line. So we're doing really well on the small caps, like you say. It looks really attractive. I think I might move some money into.
You got a bullish pennant going.
I might move some money into small cap fund in my retirement account. I think I might do that.
It looks like it's due for a big move in a couple of days.
Yeah,
Hopefully we move up.
I think small caps might outperform this year. But I'm going to move some money take it out of spiders and put it in small cap. At least, not all of it, just a little.
No, yeah, just to get a taste of this.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, overall, it's been a good year, huh?
Yeah. It looks like we're going to get
even if today's a
across.
bad day.
It also looks like we're going to get across of the 100 with the 200 on the IWM. That would be extremely bullish, because then the 50 would lie above the 100, above the 200. Who could ask for better than that? That's a bullish market to me. Extremely bullish chart.
Hmm.
Well, the spiders are a bullish chart too. These are looking quite bullish. How about the Qs? The more I look at the indices, the more inclined to think that Kramer was right, and Dr. J was right, and Professor Omar was wrong.
Okay.
I shouldn't say Professor Omar was wrong. I should say Mike Wilson was wrong.
You're saying he might be wrong in the future, depending on. I'd say in about a month we'll know.
Yeah.
Because I think in the long haul we have like by the summer we should be definitely in a bullish kind of market.
This is a beautiful chart as well. Beautiful chart. Very bullish. And that this on all the indices. I love the candle on 210. That doji, followed by the 3 green candles. Very bullish. Gave back a little today, big deal. Maybe we get a Professor Kamal Friday. We're going to call you Professor, honorary Professor.
Yeah. There you go.
If you're hanging with us, you're honorary doctorate. So I'm going to confer an honorary doctorate on Kamal.
Thank you.
All right. We went over everything I said except my monster.
Your monster strategy, right?
Monster strategy.
Which actually, you're between that and your robot stock, your Roblox.
Oh, Roblox! I sold mine. I kept the kids.
Yeah, it's good. These are some good.
All right, so the kids will be rich one day because of the Roblox.
Because of Roblox.
It's funny that it would be a little ironic if that happened, because they live playing that game. They play that game morning, noon, and night.
Really? They're still into it?
Yeah. All of them. If I got 5 grandkids, I'd say 4 out of 5 play it. The girl don't play it. But I don't know why. She's into a lot of intellectual type things, but not that game. I'm assuming has some intellectual aspects to it. I don't know. I don't know the game.
Yeah, maybe you should play, before you invest more in it, you should play it yourself.
Well, yeah, I like the price action on the stock. I'm sorry I sold. I sold my small profit. Sorry, I did. Maybe I'll get back in.
Well, if it hits that bottom again.
When I bought Paramount, Paramount jumped. I sold both.
Smart. I still have my Paramount, so I'm writing that one down too now.
Paramount's interesting.
Yeah, I mean, look, content is king, but we have to wait till a lot of things shake out.
We took out a key level on MicroStrategy today. I like the pattern here too, very much so. A lot of big capitulation day on 2.9. It's the same as the spiders and all the other indices. It has the same chart actually. The only difference is that percentage-wise, it went up even more. So year to date, what was the low? The low year to date when on the open was 139. We closed today 284. Wow, over 100%. That's tremendous. And Bitcoin didn't have that kind of move. What did we say it had? 50%? That's still great. but you get twice the beta, whatever you call it, twice the volatility with
Right.
MicroStrategy. Do I like the chart? Yes. How can you not like it? I can go a year out, see a little better view. It looks to me like we're going to have a tough time up here at 342. Get through that, we'll be flying. 342. 362, I'm sorry.
362, yeah.
I see 362 as the next stop. Another 50%. No. 80 points. Another 25%, whatever it is.
Yeah, about that.
Yeah. Well, I'm not saying it can't go higher, but I see that as a nice target. Nice target.
Yeah, we just got to see what this current is going to shake out.
Now,
I think we're in for a couple of more days of downturn.
would you rather be in the Mara, the miner, the Bitcoin miner, or would you rather be in MicroStrategy?
Hey,
Mara's not doing well either. He's not doing well.
I wouldn't touch these stocks. These mining stocks. I mean, I'm hard pressed to justify staying in the exchanges, especially now that they're talking about regulation.
On 1-3, the open was
mining.
3.7. Look at the move it
Mining
made from $3.77 to 7.21. That's a very nice move. It's I'll take it. It's about the same as MicroStrategy, a little bit better, I think, or I don't remember. Let's call it even. Call it even. And Bitcoin is far better mover than Spiders, which is only up 6-7% on the year, something like that. This is up. Bitcoin was up about 50%. This is up about 100%. Tremendous. You gotta own a little Bitcoin. I'm convinced. I'm not a naysayer on this one. I own a fair amount, and I don't know that I own enough. I think I should become a hodler. You know what a hodler is?
No.
I don't know either.
Oh yeah, it's hold on for dear life. That's what it stands for.
Hold on for dear life. That's what it was. You never sell Bitcoin. Just like you never sell Facebook, right?
Or you never sell Amazon.
Or you never sell Amazon. Facebook is so far the best performing mega tech, or whatever you want to call it. From the low, it's up substantially. The low of the year, the open was 126. No, 122. We're now at 172.
Yeah.
It's up about 50%, close to it. However, I have a prediction. I do have a prediction that it'll retest it'll fill the gap.
Yeah, fill the gap back down.
Yeah, so the close of 153. I think 153 is a downside target. Remember, when it comes to stocks like these, all gaps are usually filled.
Right.
Yep.
Nature abhors a vacuum.
These megas, they're usually volatile, and they fill the gaps. Not all of them, but this one looks like a major gap that will be filled. So maybe it's time to buy the megas. I think for safety, I'm going to probably move other stocks that I'm losing on. Not too many. I think I'm down with 3 or 4 stocks on the year. I think I'm going to take more off the table on btc.x. What else am I down on? Some of my favorites. That's Sava. Some of my favorite stocks. I'm down a lot. I feel like compelled to trim a little.
Yeah, no, I know. My four biggest holdings are all down.
Look, I'd rather sit in the Qs or the IWM or even the spiders with that money while the dust settles. Get back in, hopefully.
Makes sense.
That's my thinking, anyway.
Well, according to the clock on the wall,
That's it. Time to showtime, right?
time to say goodbye.
Showtime. It is showtime. If I could figure out how to get back, that would be nice. Adios, amigos. We all love you. Thank you for coming. As always, we don't do our opinions are strictly our own, not investment advice. Check with an advisor before acting, and please subscribe. If you made it this far, you have to hit the subscribe button.
Try to muddle through the weekend without football.
We're here every Tuesday and Thursday, just in case.
Have a nice weekend, guys.
Oh, you're showing with the fingers to the head. You're showing you have a headache from the day.
I'm trying to hold my head.
He's got an Excedrin headache. Bye-bye.
May the market gods smile upon you tomorrow. Ciao.
Take care. Bye.